Welcome, everybody. I'm excited today because I'm talking to Genny Jones. So, Genny, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you. I hope you are well too.
Yes, everything's good. And I really wanted to talk to you today because you have produced a beautiful book for children and it's based around giving them confidence. I'd just like to understand a little bit more about it. So, can you just hold it up for us so that we can see and tell us what the title is?
So the title is I Can Blow Up a Balloon.
Yeah. Well, I can't, so that's good. I might learn something.
Yes.
I used to get very frustrated when everybody else could blow up balloons, but I have, yeah, has struggled.
Yes. Listen, even at this age, I struggle to blow up a balloon as well.
But I think when uh, you're talking about children, I think these little things are so memorable for children, so it's important. So tell me then, what made you decide to write this book? Who's it about, and what are you trying to do with this lovely it's a colouring book basically, isn't it? It's got,
Yes.
it's a story, but I'd love you to tell me a little bit more about it because I think it's very useful.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote this book because it's a real story, really. I was inspired by my son Denzel. He was
Oh,
about he was about 5 years old when this happened. And
oh,
then I thought, oh, it'd be really nice to create a book because you realize that a lot of kids that age found it difficult to create a balloon. So it was around his birthday time as well. And I thought, oh, create the story. So
mm,
in my head, I kept thinking about everything that happened. And I decided to sort of bring the story together. And I was really amazed because I'm somebody who likes reading to children as well. So
mm,
writing the story was twofold. It was basically to tell his experience. And I thought what I was teaching Denzel was basically how to be confident. So the whole book is about using a story to
mm,
tell children how to be confident to do whatever they want to do. And also being confident enough to ask for help if they
mm,
so need it.
That's very important. As a child, I was quite shy, and I probably still I am still quite shy. People don't realise, but I found it very difficult to ask for help when I was young in a classroom of other children or in a family with other children around, and um, so I can relate to that. Yeah. So,
Yes.
what was the outcome? Did he manage to blow up the balloon?
Yeah. So during this story, well, for people who want to buy the book, I might not tell you the end.
Oh,
So
all right
basically,
then. Don't tell us the end. We have
I'm
to
not
buy
telling
the
you
book
the
to
end.
find out.
Yeah. So yeah. So it's a story. It's like a little adventure where he goes to sleep and he's thinking about, I want to play the balloon, and a series of things happen. And then he met this amazing woman who had special powers. And
Oh.
this woman had special powers that he gave to Denzel through showing him how to do things. And then at the end, I wonder if he did blow the balloon.
Yeah, I love that. So there's lots of lessons there, isn't there? Asking for help, overcoming lack
Yes,
of confidence and low self-esteem, learning, looking to other people, perhaps an older person who appears magical, but really they
yes,
just have the knowledge. There's so much in there. So
yes.
what when you came to do this, was it also for yourself? Did you have problems with confidence when you were younger?
Yes, I would say the book as well. When I look back, I think, well, actually, it was for myself because I remember, in terms of confidence, I came to the UK when I was 15, and the school I
Uh,
went to, I remember people mocked me, and my confidence was at a really low for about a year,
mm,
and that was really bad. And I remember three people who used to bully me as well and call me names. So my confidence was really knocked down. But I
mm,
remember there was a girl there who was different from everyone. He said, Jenny, I like to dance. Shall we dance in the sixth form? And I said, yeah. We started this dance class. My
oh.
confidence increased, and other people started coming to the dance class. And it was really interesting again. When I look at the book, I thought, well, Denzel couldn't blow a balloon, but he also asked for help. So this young girl, I remember her name was Janet, she came to my aid and we created a dance group. And interestingly, when I left school, I then started dancing as well. So I started performing. So it's very interesting now that you're asking me that. It came back from my younger days, somebody helping me and me having confidence to perform as a dancer.
Yeah, well, see, I didn't know that. I know you dance now, and it started a while back, but yes, I didn't know that because 15, when coming to another country with all those issues, but being
Yeah,
15, being a young teenager, almost a woman, but not quite, um,
yeah.
and being thrown into a totally different environment that's possibly hostile in many ways,
Mm,
is an amazing journey to knock your confidence. And but
yes.
thank goodness that Janet was your
Mm,
crusader, if you like. But
she was. Mm,
I want, you know, finding that confidence. I'm sure your family were busy trying to build your confidence as well. Mhm. So
yes, yeah.
yeah, would you have benefited from any books at that time or a particular mentor
Mm.
to help you other than your friend?
Yeah, I think I would have benefited from that. I think back in those days, showing you how young I am, we didn't have that. But interestingly now, what really helps me, I think that's why I love working with children, because now I go to schools like I'm attached to one secondary school, and I actually mentor the children there. So I have time and I'm mentoring a girl at the moment, and the things that she says, I can relate to. And it's
Mm,
amazing how both of us, I'm teaching her how to be confident, but she's also giving me ideas of what we could do to make teenagers of today
yeah.
more confident. So that age group I really love because I thought I can relate to them. And
Mm,
also, I teach confidence to the younger children because I believe that if we are confident when we are younger, we can use the tools as adults. So the tools that I mentioned in the book, again, the tools I mentioned in the book is something that can help you from that age of 6 to adulthood, really, because confidence is something which you have, you can carry it every single day and in every area of your life.
Because it's interesting because you're known as the confident queen. You're very exude
Hmm.
joy and happiness. You make people laugh, but there's also this serious side to you. And I know that you were a parent, and I can remember we did a workshop a long time ago, and you invited me to come along and work with you just that one day. And it was aimed at parents helping their children to grow in confidence, which I think also helps the parents. And it was a very mixed bunch of
Mm.
mostly women. There weren't very men there, but there was a couple. But it was a very mixed bunch of people with lots of different ways of coming to lack of confidence. And they were
Mm.
taking steps to change that by working with you. And I had the good
Yeah.
fortune of being there that day and I loved it. And so you do more of that work, don't you? You do a lot of workshops for parents.
Yes, because it's very good what you said, Victoria. And working with people like yourselves is good because people know that it's not just me. I can bring people with other skills as well. Because what I find is that it's one thing teaching the children how to be confident, but when they go back home, some of the parents are not even confident in themselves. And I
Mm.
remember one parent got really intimidated, really. He said, "Oh, all that confident stuff, when you come home." So then I thought, that's not good. So how can I teach the children and also the parents? So it's very good when we do the session with the parents and then I do another session for it really works well because they're sort of singing from the same hymn sheet, so to speak. I know I'm confident, the parent is confident, and they're singing the confidence song together, and you think, what a result.
How did you know that I was going to ask you about this song? I mean, I know you've appeared on television and you've done lots of things with the media, but the song, I invited you to come and talk to a businessman, and you had all these people up walking around the room singing this song, which is so simple. But I was quite shocked actually because it was a business meeting and everybody was up and dancing and really putting their voices into it. And yet it's
Yeah.
so simple. The message that you have is so
Mm,
simple, but the power of that
mm,
was there before my eyes. You know, it was amazing. It was about 50 people that
mm.
day, just all getting
Yeah,
up. And
just
but
getting up. Yeah.
they weren't doing it because they thought they ought to. That was the thing. They really moved around with it. So where did that song come
Very
from?
good. I think that because I like writing silly, happy songs, I just decided, I think that I was just listening to a song by a famous artist that I know. I can't remember his name now. And then the tune started to come. I just let it go. Feel confident. Feel confident. Every day, just feel confident. Then my
Yeah,
kids start going. Feel confident. Feel confident. Every day, just feel confident. And then I started adding beats to the song as well. And for kids, it's like using things. When I
yeah.
wake up in the morning or when I brush my teeth, I feel confident. When I tidy my bedroom, I feel confident. When I do my homework. So it's also saying these things to them because these are everyday. They have to tidy their bedroom. They have to do their homework. They have to listen to their parents. So
Mm.
I sing the song and I get the children to do when I, and then they fill in the gap.
Oh,
But the
okay.
interesting thing in the teachers keep going to me, oh, Jenny, gosh, in the playground, they keep singing that song. And
Oh,
every time the teacher mentions confidence in the class, they're going, feel confident, feel confident. And one of the most inspiring thing I had was a young girl. I remember it was her birthday. At that time, I couldn't afford to get her any present. So I made a little plaque about confidence. So
oh,
years on, she said, Jenny, when I went to university, I had my confidence box and that little plaque. It
wow.
reminded me every time to be confident. So that's why from the early age, I give them that gift of confidence box and a plaque so that
Mm.
wherever they go, small enough for them to take with them. So that really inspired me to say, wow, she came back to tell me, yes.
Mm. And I know that you're taking this further as well, aren't you? Because I know you work with adults and you work with various charities, organisations, and corporates,
Yeah.
and you do a lot of extra boosting work, team building work, etc. But you're going a step further. You're actually developing another book, and you've finished the handbook, and you're just about to. I think in 2024, next year, you're going to produce this and this other book where you take that confidence building a step further. Maybe just tell us a little bit about that before we go back to this book.
Yeah, I mean, take the confidence of a bit further. So you're confident in yourself, but how can you be happy? So the whole idea of that book is called Escape to Happiness Island. And the whole idea of that book is really to get even children and adults to escape from everything that's going on in the world and go to a happy place. And in that happy place, just imagine. So, using your imagination, imagine you're in a place where you have everything you want, everything you need. So, we're using our imagination, mindfulness, etc., to just spend an hour. And I'm saying to people, if you can do that like once a week, like on a Sunday, take your
Mhm.
mind out. Imagine all happiness. I think it would really help people in their mental health and well-being as well.
Mm. Yeah, sounds really good. Then it all started from this children's book because I think was this
Yeah,
your first book, the children's I Can Blow Up
yeah, that
Balloons?
was my first book.
Your first book,
That book,
yeah.
yeah, that was my first children's book. And since then, I've written a second one. And I've also got two more in my mind that I need to, because I want the books to be about issues which affect children. Like the second one was about I can still play football, about a
Oh,
child, you know what I mean? So
yes,
it all
yeah.
has to be something to do. Like the third one is going to be about a child who came to play in the holiday club, but she had
Okay.
autism and she was in a wheelchair.
Oh,
So how the children embraced her. So
oh,
it's got to be with meaning. Yes.
mm. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to those. And I think that a
Mm.
good start is to blow up balloons because I think nearly every child must have
Yes.
had problems blowing up their first balloon.
I know, isn't it? Even adults as well, we have that problem.
I know, and I think there's two things there. One is we are at Christmas time when we're doing this interview. It's a good idea for a
Yes.
Christmas present. But also, I think that's the point: is that the confidence we lack when we're young follows us into adulthood, and then
Yeah.
experiences like you had, changing country, changing schools, going through
Mm.
puberty, becoming a woman, and being in a school environment, and we take these step by step into our adult lives, and then
Yeah.
you're working with adults. So, and they
Yeah.
become the parents of children who then lack confidence. So it's to me,
Yes.
it's vital. You have a knack. of making people laugh. You've had me in stitches before we actually my jaw was aching. We were laughing so much. And that just raises your vibration, and you feel more confident, you feel happier, you feel lighter, and the world responds to us differently. And I think the simplicity of your message and the fact that you're working with children in the beginning, if you can grab children and build their confidence step by step, then obviously we all get hit by life, but then we can go and draw on that. And I think that's wonderful what you're doing and what you've done already. Really good. Well done. Yeah. So are you doing any current workshops? Have you got things coming up for 2024 apart from your new book?
Yes, I mean 2024, I'm glad we're doing this interview really, because what I want to do is to expand on the confidence building for young children, especially because I'm going around schools and I'm finding out there's such a need. So what I would like to do is to do something about the world of confidence for children and adults. So to try and start doing sessions either at home with the parents and child via Zoom or face to face, and also in schools and in the community. So going around and just teaching children and parents how to be confident in themselves.
I think one of the things I like about what you're doing as well is I know you do some African dance groups. And you know, dancing is so confidence building, because a lot of people think they can't dance, or they have trouble with rhythm, or they haven't danced since they were young. You know, I remember a girl I used to go out with when we were teenagers, and she would not dance at a disco or anything. Anywhere we went, she just would not dance. And I used to think she was missing out, you know. And I think to be able to teach people to dance is wonderful. And you have the gift of giving our communities something different. You know, I think everybody loves to learn something different. So just give you a little plug there for your African dance.
Made me think of the theme would be the Confidence Queen Roadshow 2024. Woohoo! Watch out! Actually, made me think. Thanks, Victoria, for that. There you go.
Yeah, well, I think like a lot of us, I think we have so much potential. And you started to unleash. I know you were a parent. I know you were a single parent, and that you were involved with Gingerbread and the other organisations that help single lone parents. So I know that you've had your struggles, the same as everybody else. You never tried to give a false impression. So the confidence building takes a lot of work, and I think it comes back to that point we made before about mentorship. You know, when you were at school, if you'd had a mentor or some books to go to, whereas these days we do, and you're contributing to that with your book, starting with I Can Blow Up Balloons.
Yes, it's true. Do you know what? That's good, because now I'm thinking I can blow up balloons, and thank God it relates to everybody what wants to blow a balloon, isn't it? It's very interesting, actually.
I wish I could now. I give up. I can't be bothered now.
They've got the machines now.
Well, yes. I remember having fun with those when I was a child as well. There's little tubes that you blow balloons up with, and they'd shoot across the room. So that's wonderful. So you are very busy. And how would everybody find your book? How would they contact you if they wanted you to, if they want to buy your book? How would they contact you?
They can go to Amazon and they can find I Can Blow Up a Balloon and my books there as well. And also they can go into my website, www.confidentqueenjenny.com, and I'm on all social media as Confident Queen Jenny with a G. I love saying that.
So yeah, no, that's great. So they can go to your website, they can go find the book on Amazon. You'd love to talk to people. And if anybody wants to book Jenny for some dance classes, some motivational speaking, she works with corporates, charities, all sorts of things, schools, mentoring, and she'll work individually one-to-one with you. And what can you expect from someone? You know, that is such a lot that you offer. And I can guarantee that you'll be laughing as well. I'm not going to ask you to sing this song because I think it goes on too long for this. But is there? Are you on YouTube anywhere singing your song, or is
Yes,
it?
well, I've just started on YouTube. Well, I've got a YouTube, Confident Queen Jenny with a G on YouTube as well. So I've got a YouTube channel that I'm trying to develop as well. I'm on TikTok as well as Happy Jenny. So I'm trying to get all my social media going. But yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll drop all that information in the comments below and in the
Okay.
bio, and this will be up on YouTube soon. So lovely. Thank you very much, Jenny, for a great interview. And
Your
yes,
job.
yeah, it is. It's aching in there, but I shall look forward to having a very buoyant and happy rest of the day. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Okay then. Cheerio, Jenny. Thank you. Bye.